Okay, here we are with an SK What's Up edition. What do we got going on today, John? And who we with?
We're with Steve Rogers and looking at his beautiful Dodge Dart, 65 Dodge Dart. Well, tell us about it.
Do what?
Tell me about it. What is it?
Well, it's a 65 Dodge Dart, two-door sedan. It was what they call a 170 body, which is the base model.
Right.
And it was originally, we looked up the VIN number, it was an original V8 standard car. It's now pretty well highly modified.
No, where at?
Yeah. It's a tube chassis car, but it does use the factory front suspension. 540 cubic inch Indy block. It's got 871 supercharger.
Make what, like 12, 14, 18, 15?
Somewhere around 1,300 horsepower, something like that, on gasoline.
How much boost do you make?
Excuse me?
How much boost do you make?
We're making about 12 pounds right now.
Yeah, that's a good number. Now, I was talking to, good God. Guy that owned this car.
Don?
No.
Oh. Mitchell?
No, keep on going.
There's been several people on this car.
Oh, you know, guy from Edmond.
Bergen.
Richard, good God.
Yeah.
Richard was like, send me some pictures of the car when you know, da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, I was like, well, I don't know anybody that's got any pictures, but now this is supposed to be it, right?
Yeah, we've traced it back. This car originally came out of over west of town here. What's the town over here to the west?
Cashin.
Cashin. And guy over there had it. Then he sold it to Jerry Harris.
Now, we talking about Cashin or Kingfisher? Because there's a Chrysler guy at Kingfisher. Kingfisher,
Yeah,
right.
Kingfisher.
That's the guy that Mark Elliott bought that yellow car from.
And Jerry Harris made a race car out of it, and it was white, small block V8, 4-speed, and he raced it that way for 10 years or more.
Really?
And
Stick.
he sold it to Richard Bergen. And Richard Bergen was the one that originally had a 440 mounted in it. And after Bergen had it, Mitchell Madison wound up with it for a while.
Yeah, and he put air conditioning on it.
Yeah, he put air conditioning in it.
On a tube chassis car.
And
What's
it
that
had
about?
nice leather upholstery and air conditioning. It was a real nice car back then, I imagine.
God.
And then he sold it to some fellow in Oklahoma City, and it kind of got lost for a while.
Yeah, that was a messed up deal there.
And it showed up about 4 years ago out at Richie Boyster's.
Right. See, I seen it out there at the Wireline people.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, can't think of their name either.
But
Mike Friday.
somewhere in the meantime, between it went to Oklahoma City and wound up here, it got painted purple.
Which is cool, though.
Yeah, it's fine. And
this is like House of Color purple. This isn't just a standard purple.
no, this is what they call, this is House of Colors Candy Purple.
Purple.
And
And it's still a tagged car, though. You could drive it on the street, though, if you wanted to.
you'd have to fix some lighting. It doesn't have turn signals that function. It doesn't have windshield wipers.
But you could drive it, though.
But
I
you
mean,
can put mufflers on it. And you could actually drive it.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah, I mean, it's not,
It cools well, especially now with the aluminum block. It cools real well.
which is weird.
I mean, it actually has a hard time warming up.
That's crazy.
And,
So, do you like the big motor versus other motor?
oh yeah, I can feel the torque immediately.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a big motor.
We've only made 3 passes on the new motor, and they were just kind of warming everything up and breaking it in. But it's already gone as fast with the new motor as it went with the old motor.
Well, what do you want to run? What numbers?
I want to get the car to run 990s.
9. Well, hell, that'd be easy enough, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I went 1008,
Yeah.
so I'm only 0.08 of a second away from it.
But
so,
you want to run the car a whole bunch milder as far as not have to push the car near as hard.
Right, that's my purpose. That's my goal. I don't want to push the car and take a chance of hurting the car.
Every time.
Every time. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, the 1,300 horsepower, this car could probably go a whole lot faster than that
Yeah.
if you wanted to really push it.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
But we've rebuilt just about everything on it.
Cool. And then I hear you're going to start driving your Monte Carlo that you had done?
Yeah, we're going to finally get it out of mothballs after about 4 years.
Wow.
And going
And
to clean it up. And matter of fact, I'm planning to make a trip with it next weekend.
Where are you going to go?
Missouri.
Oh,
with the
really?
Family, yeah.
You go see your mom and stuff?
Yeah, Mother's Day,
Oh, yeah, it is next weekend, isn't it? Yeah, if we don't do that, we'll all be in trouble.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yes, because we all forget,
Yep.
Well, super, super cool. I'm glad you let us do this. We've been trying to get you to do this, and, never had the right time, or your car was in pieces, and now it's all one piece.
It's all together, ready to go.
All right. Oh, Stephanie Johnson was telling me out there at Brett's that there's going to be a big Mopar meet coming up, like a Super Chevy, Fun Ford, and Mopar.
Oh, yes, I read about that.
In June 20th
They're
or
wanting
something.
to have it where you actually run. They're going to line you up in the lanes where you're always running someone of another brand.
Oh, I didn't know that much.
They're going to have it where you have all Chevrolets in one lane, Fords in a lane, and Mopars in a lane, and then when they bring you out, it's always going to be one versus the other.
Oh, okay. Well, that'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
So Ford's going to be the loser in the old bracket.
Well, they're going to have the numbers.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Fords that run down there, but
Yeah, the new Fox bodies really, they fly. Not so much the old ones,
but
though.
how many of those Mustangs are running with Ford motors?
None of them. Chevrolets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which category are they going to fall into?
Right. I guess it'd be a Ford Chevrolet.
But
All right. Well, I guess Martin said this is it. So I guess come to you and get some muffler work done, right?
that's it. If they want anything done.
Yeah.
All right, you got any sponsors this time, John?
Well, no, not today. We don't.
None today?
None today.
Wow, what's wrong with you? You can't think
I know.
straight?
I know. I'm a little draggy today, man.
Okay. All right, thanks a lot, Steve. And be sure and join us every Monday for the SK What's Up show, every Wednesday for the SK Extra, and we'll see y'all later.